I decided to choose the app Audio Games Hub that you can download on your phone. It comes with a variety of different kinds of games, including arcade type games and other games that already exist. The ones I chose to play are called Animal Escape and Super Simon. When you first get into the app, a voice gives you very detailed instructions about how to go through the main menu. Basically, a tutorial being very specific and very detailed about how to choose options and how to scroll through options. The mechanism used were swiping to go to the second page and double tapping when you selected the option that you wanted to choose. Getting into the first game that I played called Animal Escape, it was very similar to the game Crossy Roads. And this is one of the few games that I actually saw that had an introduction. The other game that I played, Super Simon, did not have an introduction to the game. Animal Escape had more of a story telling kind of introduction. The game relied on hearing how close cars were to me and how far away they were. When I could hear that they were far away, that was when I could swipe up to cross a busy street. And I did this by using my finger and utilizing a swiping mechanism to play. This is the game that did have an introduction, as I said, but it didn't have an intro on how to play the game. It did introduce a character who was running away, but it didn't really show or tell that you had to swipe in order to play the game. So it was kind of tricky at first because I didn't really know how to utilize the mechanisms. For Super Simon, it was more of a memory game where sounds are played in a specific pattern and you have to afterwards play the pattern on your own. For me, this was the funnest game personally because I generally like games like this already. This one did have a small tutorial in the beginning because you had to get accustomed to the 4 targets that were presented to you and how they sounded before you played, just to get a feel of where specific sounds were, so that when a pattern was introduced to you, you were able to do it. Things that I did and didn't like about this app: I didn't like how some games didn't have an intro on how to utilize the mechanisms in order to successfully win or lose the game. I kind of figured it out as I played for Animal Escape. And I feel like a tutorial for the visually impaired would be beneficial in games like that because I myself did close my eyes to try to understand how to play the game, and it was a little more difficult than just seeing it. So I think that would benefit a lot for the visually impaired.